What's up, everybody? Boba here, coming at you with another unboxing. Didn't think I'd be doing one this quick, but I got my hands on a Razer Gigantus V2 3XL mouse pad. Now, I have a couple mouse pads that I run right now, like the HyperX and then a Glorious Gaming mouse pad, and they are phenomenal, don't get me wrong. But I need more mouse pad because when I play first-person shooter games or games that require me to use like any type of reaction time or aiming, I play very low sensitivity. So that's where a mouse pad like this comes in, okay? So I'm gonna unbox this bad boy and I'm gonna give you guys some first impressions, and then I'm gonna get it set up on my desk. We're gonna see how big it is and how much desk space it takes up. And yeah, come hang out for the review. All right, Boba here. Gonna get this mouse pad unboxed. Now, a couple things about this mouse pad as I'm unboxing it is this is a 3XL mouse pad. So we're looking at 1200 by 550 millimeters in length. In another measurement, which is really popular in the US, inches. So it would be 47 inches and by 22 inches. That's a pretty big mouse pad, okay? Realistically, and it even shows right here on the box that realistically you would probably put your monitor and keyboard and mouse on it all at once. That's kind of the point of these kind of mouse pads, to just give you a ridiculous amount of room. So that's why I bought this one. It's got textured microweave cloth surface. Now, Razer claims that this surface is not only going to have a lot of speed with low friction, but it's also going to give you really, really good control. So we're going to test that out. They're using a thick high-density rubber foam with a non-slip base, which is kind of standard now. I don't think I've seen a mouse pad come without a non-slip base in like 20 years. Pretty much this is the only one I think there's two of them actually. There's the XXL and the 3XL. And the 3XL comes with a 4mm thick mouse pad. So if you like a thick mouse pad, there you go. But the normal size and the XL version come with a 3mm. It's either 2 or 3mm thick. So why would you buy this mouse pad? I think that's what a lot of people wonder. You know, I still notice a lot of people still use those smaller mouse pads. And the reason you would buy something like this is if you are a low sensitivity gamer, meaning like you use your arm a lot to aim. If you're playing like Counter-Strike, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, that's why you would want a mouse pad like this. It's essentially just gonna give you a lot more space for your mouse so that you don't have to run a high sensitivity relying on your wrist to aim. Now for me, I'm a hybrid aimer. I use my arm and my wrist to aim. I'm also a keyboard aimer, so a lot of times I'll just line up where I want my crosshair, and I'll use my keyboard to make the shot. Yeah, so let's just get this bad boy unlocked. There's really not a lot to it. It's just a big ass mouse pad is really what it comes down to. Razer Gigantus V2 XL. Now, I got this at Best Buy for $50. The reason I bought it at Best Buy is because I've been on the market for a long time for a 3XL mouse pad, but I also don't like waiting like 5 days or a week. You know, I'm very impatient. I'm a very impatient person. So I saw this at Best Buy. I'm really glad that Razer makes it because Razer does actually make really good mouse pads. I've never had a bad mouse pad made by Razer. I've been somebody that's used Razer mouse pads for quite a while. So yeah, let's get this bad boy unboxed. Let's see how big it is. Now, the big key to this mouse pad, I think a lot of people are going to be wondering when they're watching this review, is does it have a chemical smell? And I am one of those people. I hate when I get a mouse pad and it has a horrible chemical smell. So I'm going to let you guys know here in a second. Let's get this bad boy open. Okay, first off, that I think I don't like about this mouse pad, it does not have woven edges. Razer, why would you create a mouse pad in 2020 without weaving the edges? Oh my gosh, you're gonna get fraying on this. These are gonna loosen up over time. That's okay. Box over there, mouse pad here. Not much of a chemical smell. Almost just smells like rubber. So I don't even think I can demonstrate how big this is. Oh, here we go. Boom. This thing is massive. bigger than this desk here. So we're gonna fold this bad boy in half. Well, real quick, we'll look at the back side. It's got like the honeycomb non-slip surface, which is good. Gives it more grip. Okay, right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you guys that this mouse pad does not have the chemical smell that my HyperX did. So I have a HyperX 2XL mouse pad over there that I've been using for quite a while now. And that thing has one of the worst chemical smells I've ever, I couldn't even use that thing for a while. Like I was getting sick. This thing on the other hand, no chemical smell. So that's a plus there for Razer. Okay. Let's fold it in half. So you got a little thing on the side there, a little, I don't know, does it show up in the camera very well? There you go. It's just a Razer logo on the side of the mouse pad, not a big deal. Now, if you guys know about Razer mouse pads, and a mistake that Razer has done in the past is they've put logos on their mouse pads that are actually like rubber and textured, meaning like that whole part of the mouse pad can't even be used. Now, this mouse pad does not have that, thank God. I can't remember which mouse pad did that, but it was one of my all-time favorite mouse pads I used for about 5 years, and it was called the Razer Leviathan. I'm pretty sure that was the name of it, the Razer Leviathan. That was a phenomenal mouse pad. I actually still use it to this day. Okay, so first things first, yeah, again, it's 2020. Weave the edges of the mouse pad. Protect it. This thing's gonna fray after a few years. That's a downside. I'm already looking at it right now. A little bit of, almost looks like they wove it a little bit here. Unless it's, man. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't weave it. I thought I saw on the thing that it was woven. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't say woven, so I mean, obviously they're not saying that it is, but I was looking at the green and I thought that was like green stitching all around it, but apparently it's just the green bottom that shows through. As for thickness, yeah, this is definitely a pretty thick mouse pad. It kind of reminds me of the SteelSeries QCK Plus. Not necessarily like the Heavy. I think the Heavy's a little bit thicker than this, but yeah, this is at 4 millimeters, so it's a pretty thick mouse pad. Yeah, not a lot to say about it. It's just a giant mouse pad. This thing is huge. It's definitely a lot bigger than my HyperX 2XL over there. Yeah, so far, it's looking good, other than it does not have the damn woven edges. Damn you, Razer. Other than that, it looks really good. Not much of a smell at all. I mean, obviously it's got a new smell to it, but it does not have a bad chemical smell. Thank you, Razer, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means I can actually use this thing when I want to use it, rather than let it sit in my room and air out for a couple frickin' days. The other thing is that I like about it is, look, it just lays flat. There's no creases in it. There's no like setting it out for a long period of time to wait till it lays flat. You don't have to put weights on it. You don't have to weigh it down and let it flatten out over a day or two. This thing comes ready to go, and that's another plus. So the only negative that I've seen with this so far is honestly just the woven edges, which honestly is not the end of the world. You know, most of us have used the SteelSeries QCK for years without any issues. There is a potential for fraying to happen. You know, it just is what it is. But this is a $50 mouse pad, and it's a giant mouse pad. This thing is huge. So in the end, I mean, it's kind of up to you. It's your money. So yeah, I think this might be one of the best 3XL mouse pads out there. I think the reigning king right now is still the Glorious Gaming. But we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy on the desk, ready to go, and I'm going to give you guys a more in-depth review. This hand here. Going to show you guys, I've got the mouse pad on the table, ready to go. I've got both my monitors. Well, I've got one of my monitors, my color accurate Asus panel over here on top of the mouse pad, so that's actually really nice. Saves me a lot of room, believe it or not. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what 3 different mice, how they feel. So first off, I have the ever so popular and my favorite mouse right now, the G Pro Wireless, which is my main mouse. The Mamba Wireless, which is a pretty popular mouse, I feel like still. Great ergonomics, still one of my all-time favorite mice. And of course, the glorious Model O, the big boy. Okay, so first one I'm gonna try out just to kind of feel how it feels is the Mamba or the G Pro Wireless. So the G Pro Wireless, do the push test. So the first impression that I get of this mouse on this mouse pad is it's control, a lot of control. I would not necessarily call this mouse pad a speed pad by any sense of the word. Very like grippy, like has definitely an interesting texture to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not a smooth texture. It's very like grippy. I like it. It's good. It's not bad at all. Almost like a light sandpaper. Well, maybe I shouldn't say sandpaper. That's kind of a bad word to use for mouse pads. Rip your arm. But no, it's definitely a textured feel. Okay, next one. The Mamba Wireless. Very control. Like if I just touch it, look, you don't get like barely any movement at all. Like just barely touching it. Even if I put a little bit of force into it, look at that. And that's actually me hitting it pretty good. Not a lot of control, not a lot of speed at all. Okay, Mamba Wireless, same thing, very control. And I have a feeling it's gonna be the same thing for the Glorious. Now the Glorious is running the standard mousescapes. Yeah, let's try this out. Now these are not the ceramic mouse skates. Okay, definitely the Glorious is a little bit more speed on here. Definitely glides a little bit better. I think that's just because they have a better mouse skates on it. Yeah, the Glorious definitely rides a lot better. And then honestly, if I'm just being straight up, the G Pro is just like right in the middle of the two. Like the Mamba Wireless is very control. Like you really actually have to move the mouse, which I feel can be a good thing. I mean, the Mamba Wireless, it just fits really well in the hand. I have really big hands, so it fits well in the hand. So it's a lot of grip, a lot of aim. I'm also a palm gripper. But yeah, interesting. And then on the desk, it fits great. It takes up a lot of room. I have this whole area right here. I don't know if I can move all these mice out of the way. Let's move these out of the way here. But yeah, if you look here, I mean, I have all this room for gaming. So more than enough room to play low sensitivity. I can do some arm aiming with it, which I normally don't do arm aiming totally. I'm like a hybrid. I'm in between. Yeah, I like it. All right, guys, that is my review of the Razer Gigantus V2 Triple XL mousepad. I absolutely love it. It fits my desk really well, and I look forward to using it. I'll give you guys an updated review on it in probably about a month or two to just kind of let you know how it's holding up, make sure there's no fraying. I have a feeling with modern technology and stuff that it's not going to fray anytime soon. It'd probably take at least 2-3 years for this thing to even show any signs of fraying. But yeah, Razer Gigantus V2 Triple XL. I will have a link down in the description if you want to buy it through my Amazon affiliate. It's a good way to help out my channel, but if you don't want to, just type in Razer Gigantus V2 3XL in Amazon, or go to Best Buy. That's where I found mine. If you like this content, please comment, like, and subscribe. Help me grow. Let's go on this journey together. Little button over there. Just press it. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. I appreciate it.